from there, was like, okay, it's hot as hell. I need to calm down. I sat down in the grass, and this is where it got fucking crazy, dude. I'm just laying in this grass, and I just started staring at the sky, dude, and I was seeing like this psychedelic northern lights of the mind. That's like the only way I can really describe this shit, dude. Like, it was like my brain and then perception, but between my brain and perception, there was this like veil of hallucinations that was happening, dude. It literally looked, I was staring at the sky, and it looked like a lava lamp. It was all folding into each other and trippy shit, right? Like, but it was like this plasma energy that was like rainbowy at the ends and like invisible but visible in the middle. I don't know how to explain it. And it's just happening all over the sky, dude, just like folding and melting, and I was just in complete awe. Like, I cannot believe I'm seeing this. Like, what the fuck is this? And like, as all these like birds and like insects fly by, I can see like that energy around like the birds, around the like, fucking mosquitoes or whatever. And I just was trying to break it down and like trying to like figure out like what the fuck it is. And I just came to like, the conclusion, like, these are just like, I'm seeing spirit, like I'm seeing life, like these are spirits, they're all around, they're just smiling and dancing at me, and I just got so happy, felt like blanketed with love, and like I went away, like I'm staring at the sky for like a good 10 minutes, and I went
We're dealing with the part of the universe that is in a constant state of destruction and creation, which is the present moment. Every single moment in time is instantaneously being evaporated, erased, wiped clean. Whatever happened to you 2 minutes ago is gone, devoured by some unknown thing we call time. And the present moment is that point on the conveyor belt where that which is not becomes that which is, and that which is becomes that which is not. It's that place where those two places meet. It's the transcendent place. Kali, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahman, the creator and the destroyer hanging out together at a wonderful picnic, and it's amazing, but it's really terrifying. It really is. When teachers like Jesus Christ are saying things like, must die to this world to come to know me. Or when you hear the stories of your friends who had an ayahuasca trip, how they were tortured until the moment they allowed themselves to die. Those are scary stories if you're somebody who is clinging to the delusion that there's any kind of permanence, stability, or non-changing aspect of the universe. If you've tricked yourself into thinking that whatever state that you're in right now is going to stay that way, then the concept of the state changing in the most dramatic way possible, which is death, is absolutely horrifying. I know, because I'm one of those people. I hate the idea of dying. It just doesn't appeal to me. It's something that I would like to not have happen. And I think that the movement into the present moment is a form of death. It's the death of all your preconceived notions. It's the death of all of your expectations. It's the death of every single way you thought things were going to be. You give it all up. There's nothing except the thing itself, which, if you're something that's been existing outside the thing itself, pretending that you aren't some eternal, non-embodied singularity, a unitive consciousness that expresses itself temporarily in the form of all known phenomena, then it can be fucking spooky.
The music scene has got me down. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you. And saying, hi, I'm here. But we, our consciousness, the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins. That we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. So in the same way, there was a big bang in the beginning of things, and it spread. And you and I, sitting here in this room, as complicated human beings, are way, way out on the fringe of that bang. We're the complicated little patterns on the end of it. Very interesting. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. On the end of the process, you are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are.
We think death is a thing because we're in these bodies, and these bodies die, but we're not really our bodies. These are just like spacesuits. We're just visiting. We're just kind of here to have fun, like play. What is birth? That should be the real question. Not what is death. What is birth? What is creation?